All right, well, the BJP has crossed the halfway mark, leading by 50 seats out of 90, while Congress is trailing with 35 seats in Haryana. This lead brings BJP closer to forming the government or retaining the government in Haryana for an impressive third consecutive term. A result that contradicts many of the exit polls, once again, as it happened in the Lok Sabha elections as well. Now, if we take a look at the 2019 elections, the vote share of the NDA, which also included Dushyant Chautala's Jan Nayak Janata Party, the JJP, was 36%, while the Congress managed 28.08%. The current trend shows a considerable jump in Congress's vote share, reflecting an intense competition. But the Saffron Party stands strong. Interestingly, the day started quite differently. Initially, Congress was leading in the early trends, giving a temporary edge over BJP. But as the day progressed, somewhere close to lunchtime, the BJP surged ahead, leaving the Congress behind. Some of the big faces winning in Haryana are Chief Minister Nayaab Singh Saini, who's done a great job from Ladwa; Savitri Jindal, the richest woman in India, from Hisar; Bhupinder Singh Hooda from Garhi Sampala Kiloi also is, of course, a victor here. In an electoral debut, Vinesh Fogart has won from Julana constituency. There are a number of VIP candidates that have in fact made this election extremely interesting. I'm going to cut across to my colleague Asavri, who's going to take us through the list of some of these prominent candidates. We'll come back after Asavri finishes and take up this huge jolt, this shocker for the Congress party. And of course, some of the prominent Congress leaders like Mr. Jairam Ramesh were addressing how stressed and shocked they are. But first up, it's Asavri.
Right. Thank you so much, Vineet. As of now, there are 67 wins that are there. There are 67 results that are out there, 23 still remaining, but we have some of the VIP candidates right over here, starting with Nayaab Singh Saini, who's won from Ladwa; Bhupinder Singh Hooda of the Congress party, who's won from Garhi Sampala Kiloi. We have some more names over here, in fact, a lot more names, and their performance is what we want to look into. Anil Vij, who's contested from Ambala Cant, is currently leading. Savitri Jindal from Hisar has won that particular seat. More names coming in at this point of time. Dushyant Chautala, who did in fact contest from Uchchana Kalan, is currently trailing. Remember, he did win that seat last time around. In fact, Shakti Rani Sharma over here, she has won that seat from Kalka. She's of course the candidate from Bharatiya Janata Party. Vinesh Fogart, the wrestler turned politician, has now won from Jolana. Gyan Chand Gupta over here, he's currently trailing from Panchkula. So we have to see what happens there as far as the Panchkula seat is concerned. Aditya Surjewala, a big win for him from Kethal. Digvijay Chautala, on the other hand, currently trailing from Davwali. More names coming in at this point of time, and we want to tell you an understanding, give you an understanding. In fact, Abhay Singh Chautala, he's lost from Illanabad. His son, on the other hand, is currently leading. Arjun Singh Chautala is leading from Rania. So these are again, and this is an update of as far as, of course, these candidates are concerned. Bhavya Bishnoi currently leading from Adampur. Chitra Sarvara is currently trailing from Ambala Cant, the constituency from where Anil Vij is currently leading. More names over here. Meva Singh has, of course, lost in Ladwa. Of course, there was Nayaab Singh Saini, who's won that seat. Chandar Mohan is currently leading from Panchkula. So there is again an update on that front as well. Nikhil Madan has won from Sonipat, and in fact, on the other hand, Brijendra Singh is currently trailing from Uchchana Kalan. So there is again, giving you an understanding on that front. Kuldeep Vats, he's won from Badli. Vipul Goyal has also in fact won from Faridabad. So again, as far as Faridabad is concerned, we now know what exactly is taking place over there. Balwan Singh, he's won the Fatehabad seat. Devendra Kadyan has also in fact won the Ganor seat. So again, we're taking you through roughly 25 key candidates and their performance so far. Vinod Bhayana, he has won the Hansi seat. Mukesh Sharma also in fact has won the Gurgaon seat. So again, again a big, we can see a win over there for the Bharatiya Janata Party in Haryana. A performance, it really just shows us the kind of a performance that they've given. In fact, it's the Saffron Party is doing really well over there. So that's again an update for you as far as the big 25 VIP candidates are concerned. Vineet, over to you.
Asavri, thank you for that incisive and elaborate update. Of course, this is a huge jolt for the Congress party. It's a wrecking ball which contradicts and contrasts everything the exit polls had to say. In the popular opinions, and the pollster got it wrong once again. We'll talk about this with some people who will be able to give us some understandable answers about this. Amrit Gill, Congress spokesperson, joins us on the program. Mr. Mukesh Tyagi, BJP spokesperson, also with us on the show. Mr. Akil Khan, political analyst, joins me in the studio here. Mr. Himanshu Bhatt, a senior journalist and a regular on our program, also joins us at this point in time. Last but by no means the least, Mr. Tausif Shah, senior PDP leader, is also joining us on the program. Amrit Gill, I'll begin with you. Well, what exactly happened here? Every indication, every pollster thought that the Congress party was poised to win Haryana. But now we are learning, of course, we just saw the press conference as well. There seems to be some concern about the EVMs as well. But what really happened? Did the Jat and Jalebi diplomacy somehow fail? Amrit Gill?
There we are forming the government. Yes, yes. Am I audible?
Now you are. Go on, Amrit.
Okay. First of all, I want to congratulate the people of Jammu and Kashmir for coming up victorious, and Congress is forming a government. Yes, Haryana, it is quite shocking and disappointing the way results are coming, because no one, even not the media, the channels, yes, till yesterday, the people, even the BJP people are surprised how these things turned up, and it's quite shocking for us also. And we are looking into that, why the things turn up like this, what all are the factors that didn't work well, because everything, the air was not in favor of BJP. There was Pahalwan issue, there was farmers issue, there was Agniveer issue. Still, how come the BJP is doing well? Yes, we have apprehensions, we have some issues, and that we will be, Congress party will be going to the election commission, and we will try to get the answers. And there are some complaints also coming from our workers that we will be also looking into.
Let me also rope in
how to sort out that.
All right, let me also rope in Mr. Mukesh Tyagi into this conversation. Mr. Tyagi, are you surprised at these results? Because obviously the popular belief right before the elections and during the polling was also that there was this anti-incumbency wave against the Bharatiya Janata Party. And of course, like Amrit also mentioned, the issues related to the wrestlers, the farmers, was something which was only compounding this anti-incumbency. But yet, here you are, again victorious in Haryana. And you also changed your chief minister just a few months ago. That also, did not bode well with a number of quarters in Haryana. But it seems that, some good Chanakya kind of a last minute hand has led you to win Haryana.
No, there was no last minute hand Uday. I think it has been a consistent hard work on the ground. If you see, there was not even a single scam against BJP government in all the 10 years of ruling, whereas the Congress was completely known for the corruption with the CLU, with the Parchi Kharchi. The employment was happening. Even one of their MLAs recently spoke during the election that only Parchi which I will give will get the job. So this kind of the corruption narrative, and also Mr. Rahul Gandhi's strategic politicization of divisiveness of caste, I think that is boomerang, because Uday, you have to understand, very fine line which has emerged out of this election is that if you turn any of the genuine issues into a political game, or you want to capitalize on them, then voters are not going to vote for you. They understand your limited and narrow agenda, that you are trying to build a political capital, and you will not do any service except the lip service. For example, they were talking about MSP. BJP said it from the top of the floor or roof that we are giving 24 crops MSP. Coming to the Agniveer scheme there, they said, oh, Agniveer is a very short-term employment, this is going to happen, that is going to happen, the whole army morale is demoralized. I mean, Mr. Modi himself said, Amit Shah ji said, Haryana Chief Minister said that we will absorb them in the mainstream in most of the employments. We will offer them pension. Now, people have understood, even in Kisan also, if you have seen, even the Jat land, the Huda did not get the sufficient inroads into it. So there is a absolutely new awakening, not new awakening, but Rahul Gandhi has failed to convince that he is genuinely concerned about the welfare of the society. And Naib Singh Saini change, I think that is the history of Bharatiya Janata Party. It happened in Gujarat. It happened. New two faces came in Rajasthan and Gujarat and sorry Madhya Pradesh. So we are trying to bring the new cadre, and I think Naib Singh Saini has done very good job. In 56 days, he took 126 decisions so rapidly. So his administrative competence is absolutely top of the line. So I think it was not a change for changing the political environment. And people have from all across, they have voted for BJP and they have decimated Congress. So I'm not surprised. I was touring around in most of the states of Haryana during the election. And Uday, you trust me, I could feel that people said there is no other alternative other than BJP. Otherwise, if the power goes to Congress, the Rahul Gandhi is making a balkanizing statements, walking upon our Indian democracy. They have not liked it. And also talking about the
All right, there seems to be a problem with your connection, sir. Mr. Tyagi, let me come back to you. Let me also rope in Mr. Akil Khan, who's with me in the studio. Mr. Khan, first of all, are you surprised to see this? Because obviously, even when I woke up and I started watching, the trends pour in by 11 or 12, that image of the Congress party distributing jalebi outside its office was something I wanted to leave, the result at. But, as fate would have it, I stumbled upon my television again after about 10 minutes and everything had turned around. How do you explain this phenomenon?
This is, I think, surprise is a very small thing. Shocking is also a very small thing. It's making the mockery of democracy in Haryana. I don't understand how this result can come. All those surveys clearly telling that BJP is being defeated by Congress. I tell you, sir, Vineet, I have been an engineer in the government of India, and I was a management engineer. I did many surveys for our marketing potential and marketing aspect of many things which an organization needs for its business. I am very much surprised because these surveys very clearly saying that BJP is being defeated by Congress in Haryana, and it was very, very clear that Congress was going to win with
What do you think
very
happened?
good
What do you
majority.
What do you attribute this loss to? I mean, Mr. Jairam Ramesh said that it's the EVMs, and he said it's not the entire of Haryana; it's only a few parts of Haryana.
It's totality. The BJP machinery is a very, very, very highly planned. They think very deeply how
But why couldn't
to
they do the same thing in Jammu and Kashmir? Why not do the same thing in Jammu and Kashmir?
Very, very clear. They will not do in Jammu and Kashmir. This is not a significant state. Haryana results, Haryana defeat would be very, very shocking for BJP. So they don't want that Haryana, they lost Haryana. I tell you, this survey was very right, and BJP was getting defeated by
It's the
Congress,
same survey.
and this was manipulated
It's the same
by enemies.
Mr.
Many,
Khan,
many
this
means
is
are
the
there.
same survey. Most of them who predicted that the BJP will get across 400 in the Lok Sabha elections. Would you still
Not
say
survey. I
exit
told
polls?
many times in many TV news channel with you also
Yes, you have,
that
sir.
under 200, that is BJP's own assessment,
Okay.
not 400.
Let me-
And they got under 200 and 79 seats. You see, is still going on in Supreme Court. That case is going on.
Okay, let
for
me
79 seats.
let me get in Sumit Peer also, who likes to contradict with whatever you have to say. Mr. Peer, thank you for joining us. Well, it's a shocker for the Congress party. Mr. Jairam Ramesh and Surjewala and Mr. Pawan Khera also speaking to the media and saying that there is obviously something wrong with the EVMs. How do you explain this? Is this a classic case of Angur Khatte hain?
Vinit, it's a classical case of jalebi namkeen thi. In the morning when they were distributing jalebis and laddus and all, suddenly they discovered halwai ne चीनी की जगह नमक डाल दिया. जब नमक वाली जलेबी खा गई तो भाई हाजमा खराब हो जाता.
But Sumit, what happened to the farmers? What happened to the wrestlers? What happened to the Jats? Is it Rahul Gandhi talking about the quotas that upset the diverse voter in Haryana that has resulted in this dismal defeat for the Congress party?
You see, Vinit, when you took off, on a serious note, when you talk of Haryana, 23% Jat population.
Correct.
Right? Punjabis and Baniyas are more than Jats, double of Jats. Then there are Dalits, there are other castes. So Haryana politics has been dominated by Jats, but it was never.
Well, the Dalits have voted for the BJP.
Yeah, I am telling you, it's never the Jats who are going to win a vote. Now, you see, this wrestler protest was all about Jats. When Vinesh Fogart and other Jat wrestlers come, they are given a ceremonial welcome. But when Chopra ji comes, he's a Punjabi. Koi nahi puchta. Manu Bekar, Parsi, nobody asks her why. Because they are not a vote bank. That is not what I am targeting. So this all was orchestrated by Congress, and these people ended up in Congress. They have all the right to end up in Congress. There's no problem in that. This was all orchestrated by Congress. They wanted to create a hawa. I was telling you on your channel 2 days back, 42 to 45 minimum to BJP because 2 reasons. Constituencies have a very small margin. Secondly, in Haryana, you don't know where the women are going to vote. And if I look at the combined goodwill of Bhajan, Chotala ji, and if I look at the goodwill of Pudda ji, and if I look at the goodwill of Rahul Gandhi ji put together, it is not even half of Khattar ji. मैं मोदी जी की तो बात ही नहीं कर रहा. It's not even half of Khattar ji. So when it's goodwill versus goodwill, you have no chance. What is the track record of delivery of Congress? Where has Congress delivered? What was the lure of Hooda ji for last 10 years before this? Land mafia, all kind of things which are happening there. So people of Haryana know where to put their eggs on. And let me tell you, sir, sports is not Haryana. Haryana is not wrestling. Wrestler is not Jat. They are trying to make an equivalence. A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to D. But when the same players, Manu Bekar and Chopra ji, the star of India, when they reach the airport, nobody comes to pick them up because they are not Jats. It was all very evident to everybody in Haryana. This was all about Jat politics. Look, Punjabis are approximately around 25 to 30%, Baniyas around 20%, then there are Dalits, there are Christians, there are other castes. So how do you assume and presume just by having the Jat vote with you, you're going to see through the Haryana? No. People will vote for credibility, people will vote for development, people will vote for work done, and that work was delivered by Modi ji, then Khattar Saab, and then Saini ji. Look, when Khattar Saab came into politics, nobody knew. He delivered. When Saini ji came into politics, nobody knew, but he delivered. भाई पीछे की गारंटी क्या? The guarantee in the back end is Modi. The guarantee in the back end is BJP. These two guarantees, whatever product they get into the market, that will work. That is what people trust. Do you think people will trust Hooda ji, Rahul Gandhi? And all the scams of Jamai Babu which were happening in Haryana? You have lost the credibility. And let me be very blunt with you, Vineet. If Haryana had 20% Muslim vote, the picture would be altogether different. It has 7% vote, that too concentrated No and all. If it was a spread over 20-24% vote, the story would have been entirely different. Congress knows how to get the winning formula. It's vote share plus get a Muslim vote, get them aligned, make them vote wherever the BJP is losing, and that is the winning formula. And let me take you, you're not asking me this question, but I want to draw small equivalence here. Look at J&K. 55 to 60 seats are Muslim dominated. Many care, everybody knows that. And what was my prediction on NewsX? I said 30 to 32 seats maximum BJP can get. It's not BJP is not competent. That is maximum it can get. And look at what is the outcome. 52, 53 are going to NC Congress alliance. So basically wherever there's a Muslim dominated seat, BJP is losing. Wherever there's a Hindu dominated seat, BJP is winning. That is how in one line you can sum up the J&K elections. This is how it looks like.
Okay, we'll talk about Jammu and Kashmir as well. Let me also rope in Mr. Himanshu Bhatt into this conversation. Mr. Bhatt, what do you think happened here? The Congress party is also saying it's the EVM, but we know that there's been a lot of infighting that has been happening in Haryana within the Congress echelons, and of course the Jat factor has also greatly contributed to this jolt for the Congress party. Your assessment?
Yes, definitely. Consolidation of non-Jat votes. What Sumit was saying, it's the real fact of life. And add to it the arrogance of Hoodas and arrogance of Congress. By 9 o'clock, early in the morning, 8 o'clock voting starts and they start distributing jalebas. What do they think themselves here? See, 35 years of my journalism has taught me one thing. You see last 5 years example, exit polls were never correct. Last 5 years I am talking about. MP, what happened? The same thing. Chhattisgarh, what happened? It turned on your face as far as Congress is concerned, halfway through. Today what happened? Same thing. What's happening? Actually, it is the arrogance of one party which is making them lose. Because the public perception is gone bad. See, it's something like this. I'll tell you, Sumit was saying 22% of Dalit vote in Haryana. In Lok Sabha elections, it was split down the middle. But I can bet, once the figures come out, we'll know it exactly more when we learn it. It's gone the other way from Congress. And that is what has resulted into this result. In the morning I said this. That Haryana could be very, very dicey for Congress just because you see the result of Rohtak. 4 seats.
Well, Congress is saying there's something wrong with EVMs.
Yeah, now if grapes are sour, na? अंगूर तो बड़े खट्टे हैं भाई. मैं पहुंच ही नहीं सकता.
Do you think responsible leaders should come out, Mr. Bhatt? Do you think responsible leaders should come out and in fact, blame the EVMs for such a defeat? This is obviously making them look bad. It's immature, first of all, and secondly, it also puts a huge blot on the favorable results to the same EVMs that they are enjoying today.
Yes. See, it's something like this. Now you say the farmers' agitation will play a big role. Who are these farmers? Let me ask you a basic question. Do the people of Haryana do not know? Do you think people are so dumb that these farmers are not farmers? They are someone else. In such a case, talking of Pahalwans, again, everybody said, Vinesh Fogart is a gold medal winner. But Mehraji is not, Manu Bhaker is not. See, that's where the whole thing comes. And a common man these days, with the advent of social media to an extent, people understand everything. Understand everything.
All right. Okay. Mr. Khan wants to counter what you said. Mr. Khan wants to say something. Mr. Khan, go ahead, sir. 1 second, Mr. Bhatt.
You are talking about EVM. You see, I have got a group for many years, Stop EVM Autocracy, and we get all kind of information regarding EVM throughout the world. And throughout the world, you will not find any developed countries where EVM is being used now. Why? It is very open. It is a very clear thing that wherever you want, you have some power there. You can do all manipulation work through the EVM. It is very clear fact, and I challenge if any of the state now, if they don't use this EVM, BJP chances of winning that election is very little.
Well,
and
the same EVMs,
this is very clear fact.
The same EVMs, Mr. Khan, got the BJP down from 300 plus to 240 plus.
Of
So
course,
has it become a matter of convenience? When they suit the purpose, they are acceptable, and when they don't, they should be replaced with ballot boxes.
Vineet, I have been an engineer. I told you, management engineer. You have to see throughout the country what happens. Where BJP can influence, they are influencing. Where they cannot, and there are so many other factors. They were having that. Okay, we are winning here. They were having some confidence somewhere. Apart from that, I tell you, I have been there in Haryana for many years. People of Haryana are straightforward, and all those survey for months together, they are saying that we are not going to vote for BJP and we are going to vote for Congress. So I am totally against this result, and this is making the mockery of our democracy. Haryana has been BJP has been defeated, and they have manipulated it, and they have manipulated it.
Let us also.
Bharat functions rather, let me tell you that.
All right, understood. You're Mr. Bhatt, you're flaring up. Save it. Just save it. I'll come to you. Tausif Shah, senior PDP leader, is also with us on the show. Mr. Shah, thank you for your patience. Well, it's not a favorable result for your party, but if the BJP had any influence on the EVMs, we would be talking about their victory and not the NC's victory in Jammu and Kashmir at this point in time. What's your assessment of what's happened?
Look, first of all, very good evening to all the panelists and to you there also. So, I just would like to tell you that
So for the record, to you and Mr. Tyagi, I would like to clarify, though me and Uday look very much alike, we sound different. My name is Vineet.
I apologize,
but,
Vineet.
but,
I apologize,
Are you getting
Vineet.
my voice?
I could make,
yeah,
no,
I'm-
I could make out your voice, Vineet, and I couldn't
that's
see.
okay.
I'm
That's
in
okay.
Bhopal.
I didn't want to bring
So
this
my-
up,
my-
but it should have been
my
clarified
apologies.
earlier on.
No.
But nevertheless, sir, Mr. Shah, go on.
My apologies.
yeah, you're getting my voice clearly.
I am, sir.
Okay. So I would like to say that if we see regarding the EVMs, we can say that yes, being an electronic engineer myself, we can see that there's an option wherever there's a Wi-Fi, wherever there's an internet connectivity, wherever there's a battery, there is every possibility of a hack. So, but in this case, we don't say, not in the Jammu and Kashmir, we don't say in Jammu and Kashmir anything has been hacked. We don't mean to go. I didn't mean to say by this that Jammu and Kashmir has been hacked. No, Jammu and Kashmir has been a very free and fair election, very clear election. This is the very clear mandate that people have given us. So we accept this and we heartily, through your channel, we would like to congratulate all the winners, all the winning parties. But as far as these some of the participants have been saying that yes, there can be a chance of EVM hack. Yes, being an electronic engineer, there is a full chance we can hack it, but we don't know where it's hacked and where it's not. We cannot be very sure for that. Then there is a second question that if you say that, like one of my fellow panelists said, that if we go by every new and a very good country, I can say the country which is forward, like we are in India, so any developing nation I can say, so maybe we can first say that the country which invented the EVMs is not using them. So I think this is very much important to have this in your mind. The country which invented the EVMs has eradicated them, is not using them. So that means they felt that there's a problem, there's a lacuna in using them. So what I suggest is that it's only a suggestion we can give on the panel, that if we want to have a very free and fair election, then we have to use the old conventional ballot paper.
Okay, so Sumit is displaying a lot of alacrity to answer this EVM question. Then we'll go to Mr. Tyagi as well. Amrit is also with us from the Congress party. But the fact of the matter is, Sumit, that this EVM issue has been brought up in the past as well. Do you really think that we should be going retro when it comes to counting our ballots, counting our votes? Because ballots is pretty much manual. You could invent a machine with a feeder in it, and you can count this, like you also have a note counting machine in banks. But the fact of the matter is that EVMs are based on technology and they are based on audits. There is no Wi-Fi or a SIM signal attached to it. Mr. Khan is an engineer and I'm sure he'll testify to that. Sumit?
No, there's a battery attached to it, there's an EEPROM attached to it.
Okay, let Sumit answer that, sir.
There are things attached to it.
All right, okay. So we are talking whether it can be manipulated or not. Sumit Peer, quickly. I can't hear you, Sumit. Please unmute yourself.
First of all, Vineet, I'm sorry for being on mute. First of all, there was a hackathon organized by Election Commission of India. It was for 5 days. Everybody was invited. सबको बुलाया गया. भैया आके EVM hack करके दिखा दो. 5 days, this in Delhi, everybody came. All the hackers were invited. Can you please hack the EVM? Even political parties got their people. And I remember Saurabh Bhardwaj of Aam Aadmi Party was saying, oh, I'm an engineer, I can hack the EVM. Even he went there, possibly. And all people who are engineers, I'm not. So all the good engineers went there, and after 5 days it was declared that it cannot be hacked. Because technically it doesn't have an open port, it doesn't have a Wi-Fi port, there is no way you can get into an EVM without physically getting it. They are sealed, there's a VVPAT machine with it, where you tally the things with the VVPAT. Now if EVMs can be hacked, then this country's ATM should be hacked every day because there's money in the ATMs. Your bank and mine accounts should be hacked every day. Your and my UPI can be hacked any day, then by no matter. If you go by possibilities, then your nuclear power plants, your power grids, everything can be hacked. But what is the possibility of hacking it? Then even a plane up in the air can be hacked and it can fall like a stone from the air. Well, they don't happen every day. Now the question is that EVMs don't have mood like you and me. I'm in a good mood today, I will wear green. I'm in a bad mood, I will wear black, for example. I'm in a good mood, I'll have coffee. I'm in a bad mood, I will have tea. It doesn't work like that. EVMs, either they are hacked everywhere or they are not hacked anywhere. Now when Congress wins, then the EVMs are good. When they lose the election, the EVMs are bad. In fact, you can predict Congress today. It's a matter of time when they will win the EVMs. When Surjewala ji and when Huda Saab and Pawan Khera ji, they were celebrating in the morning, then EVMs were all right. Shailja ji was
Okay.
saying EVMs
Sir,
were all
why-
right.
All right, let me go.
Why
let me go to-
they're
one second,
not
one second.
allowed to
One
count?
second, Mr. Khan. One second, Mr. Khan. Let me also rope in Amrit. She's. I can hear her. I have to include her. She's been very, very patient. Amrit, apologies. I wanted to come to you, but this got a little out of hand. Amrit, you've heard what the BJP has said, that this was a writing on the wall. There is no manipulation. It was a clear and a square and a fair victory for the Bharatiya Janata Party. The Congress Party perhaps overestimated its chances.
It was not a people's mandate. People of Haryana didn't vote. The air was not there. If you go to the ground, no one was in favor. If the BJP, the things were in favor, why their ex-CM Manohar Lal Khattar was performing so well? Why they changed 6 months before? They bought Nayab Saini, and even their workers can't believe that this thing will happen. And we are not over exaggerating. We were very much sure that definitely, surely Congress is coming, and it's the people's mandate was in favor of Congress. And it is a shocking thing that the things turn out to be other way, and we will do a deep introspection that how the mandate didn't came to our favor, which was supposed to, because their own karyakartas, nobody was able to, they were not believing that BJP is coming. There was strong anti-incumbency, unemployment, MSMEs, farmers issue, all the issues were against BJP. Then how come the things turn out in their favor? Yes, I have a big question mark on EVM also. If you check now in the morning when the ballot papers opened up, everything was in favor of Congress. Then when the EVM started and the things started turning, like after 2 hours, the things were totally opposite to the expectations of people of Haryana and everyone else. Then that's surely we have a doubt, and there was a lacuna of 2 hours where the 11th round was going on, but on the screens on all the channels it was like 4th round results were shown again and again. That was also why that was done, because that was done during the Lok Sabha elections also. So many questions are coming to our mind, many queries, many things. Then definitely EVM is electronic and the things can be, I have a big doubt also. When the ballot paper, the things were in favor of us, how come when the EVMs got opened and the things were turning totally opposite to the expectation of Congress and the people of Haryana also?
All right. Okay.
I
Well,
would
okay,
like to
Mr. Khan,
say
quickly
here,
make your point.
I would like to say that now I am telling you, if Supreme Court decides to count those votes, those physical voting of paper ballots, I am sure that the result will be changed now. Why they have not done this earlier also, and they have influenced Supreme Court also. So if you count those ballot papers
that's a big
now
thing to say,
also,
sir.
I am
That's a big
sure
thing to say, sir, that
this
they've
is going
influenced
to
the Supreme
change.
Court.
If BJP is very much sure that they are confident that they
So
have
that's
won
a big
really,
thing to say on national
count
TV, sir.
it.
That's a big thing to say on national TV, that they influence the Supreme Court as well. How can you say that with such confidence, sir?
You see Supreme Court, there are so many things Supreme Court was influenced. I am telling you why, what was the logic behind. If you are doing, okay, EVM, you count everything you do through EVM. Why you cannot count votes physically? Why what is the problem? What is the logic of not allowing? Please tell me, Vineet, and anybody else, you can tell me why, what is the problem
Mr.
in counting?
Tyagi, let Mr. Tyagi respond to what you have just said. Mr. Tyagi?
Yeah. Vineet, sorry for calling you Uday, because I'm in Bhopal and I
It's
can't
absolutely
see the
fine,
television
sir.
screen.
It's not that big a mistake.
Your coordinator mentioned to me Uday is going to conduct the
can I
show, so it
try
was
again?
my subconscious memory which was operating.
Can
My
I?
apologies once again.
No
You know,
problem,
I'm sick and tired of listening to this very cliche debate right from a very long time that EVM machine is faulty. Why can't these people prove that EVM is faulty? They demonstrated, held a demonstration in London where Kapil Sibal went and
Correct.
with big halla gulla, they brought some electronic expert. They failed miserably. So Congress invented in 2009. Actually, they introduced EVM machine with the Bharat Electronics and Electronic Corporation of India.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.